Hi. So I have to say, I felt like I needed to do a video on this drum because it's so beautiful. And I'm not a crier. And this, goosebumps, is seriously a drum of angels. And I feel so grateful to be able to be a vehicle. When we create, it is not our creation. We don't possess it. We don't own it. It is an expression that flows through us. And I am so very honored to be able to be part of that expression for you. Thank you. So I'm gonna show you just some things because I don't want to forget them. And my ducks and chickens are in the background. And then I'm gonna drum it. And I would love to know your thoughts. So the first thing I wanted to share is the fact that the purple, if you can see, there's a white and a light. Oh, my chicken comes to say hello. So the purple on either side has been interesting. My chicken. She's like, you didn't bring me any treats. She's mad. Hens are all about nurturing and taking care of what you need. So it's interesting, as I saw these weird patterns in the purple, and she hasn't been conditioned yet, so she'll be shiny and all that stuff soon. But as I saw the patterns in it, I was told to leave them, even though there's some lighter and darker. And it looked like a white butterfly. And so I left it. And then when I got to painting her, here's the other side, you'll notice I painted a white butterfly on the inside. And I have video of it before I wrapped her. And as I was tying, another white butterfly flew by. So there's definitely spirit butterflies here. Then there's a weaving that takes place inside the hoop. And these are remembering that our lives and our souls are woven together. And I feel like I'm supposed to share this. And so it may be for you and it may be for somebody else. I mean, and this drum was created out of healing that loss of a loved one. And I can't help but feel so strongly that those who we don't see aren't necessarily gone. And I'm sorry I'm not speaking very clearly because I'm so caught up in the energy of this. But those who leave our physical presence are never gone. And I'm supposed to encourage you to whisper those things you want to say into your drum and then turn them around and drum them out into the rippling world. So that will help a lot voice the things, whether it's negative, whether it's positive. The shadow needs to be heard just as much as the light, but speaking them into the drum, letting the drum take them, and then drumming them out. Don't drum it back on you, drum it out. The other thing I wanted to point out is that you notice it's all four directions, but they're also flowing. So they're at an angle, which means to dance and to flow and to express. We also have the rose quartz in the center. Oh, my heart is just pounding. The rose quartz in the center, which is that heart healing, and also that remembering to self-love and self-nurture. And sometimes when we lose someone, that's the hardest of all to learn, right? And then the other thing I want to point out, I got these at Dixie Rock. This is a amethyst spire, and I know it's hard to see because it's purple on purple, but it's actually a crystal point. And crystal points are powerful because they take the energy of the crystal, and instead of just like being present and like, hey, come into my bubble, they shoot it. So you have this energy of heart protection that's amplifying out. So it's meant to be played with that pointing towards what you're wanting to connect with. So if you want to get more grounded, you're going to turn it so that you hold it so it points to the ground. Okay? If you want to feel more connected to the heavens, you obviously hold it so it goes up. If you're looking for direction and focus, you're actually going to lay it sideways like this and point it north. If you're looking for what you need to shed or release, you're going to point it south. You can also do that by pointing it at the earth as well. So And amethyst is all about opening up that third eye energy and also protection. So sometimes you're protected just because you're guided. So I am going to drum for you. Oh, and another thing, and another thing, and another thing. Another thing I wanted to share is the green on your drumstick. So and I carved a heart for you. The green on your drumstick is about growth. It reminds me of a tulip, and I don't know why tulips come to mind if those are a flower that you particularly love. I kept seeing tulips as I was making this drumstick. And also when I stepped outside, there was a brand new beautiful dove feather from the doves in my garden. So that became part of yours because I was literally going outside to retrieve your drumstick. Your drumstick, the stick itself, is made of bird of paradise. So it is desert bush that is like, this is a bush in my yard that I don't water, and it still blooms so beautifully, and the branch broke naturally, and we have a chicken that I just realized the symbology here. So I found this stick when we were burying our chicken earlier this week, right by the bird of paradise. We figured the bird should have a final resting place there. And I noticed this branch was broken. And so at our bird funeral, I found your drumstick. So that's so just beautiful. Also, I was taking a picture of your drum to send you, and also just for my records, because I forget the moments I have, and when I can see a drum that I've made, it pulls me back into that humble, honored space of creation. And I love reminiscing. And so it's interesting because I accidentally hit video instead of picture. And while I was videoing, this white feather, when I hit the button, a white feather landed right in the center, pure white. And I videoed it and I went, wow, oh wait, I'm not taking a picture, I'm videoing. And as soon as I had that thought, I went, whoosh, and it flew off super fast. So I will send you that as well, because that is just another sign that you're not alone. And I don't think there's any accident that you chose a drum to help you in your grieving process and your moving forward and growth. Remember the tulips, grow. Okay, so I'm just going to drum because, well, why not, right? Remember to breathe. How she sings So she's definitely a singing bowl drum. Yeah, well, a singing drum, not a bowl. You know what I mean. Anyways, I love you. Thank you for the chance to make this beautiful gift for you. I hope she's everything you want. Mwah.